Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I've got my first kind of-ish what I've watched video. What I mean by that is I did do one a few months ago just to test out to see if I could do it and see if I liked doing it and seeing if you guys liked it. Now I've gained obviously more subscribers since then, and I did get some good feedback on that one. So I thought, you know what, I'll just try and do it again and obviously make it a more frequent kind of thing. Again, just to summarise it, I know some people on YouTube do this already, but I don't know if it's different, but I'm going to try and keep the movies from my updates separate from my what I've watched, because I feel that if I talk about them on my update, and then I go and talk about my what I've watched video, it's kind of just like a repeat. So I'm going to try and keep it separate, because of course I do watch some of my older Blu-rays that I have, you know, it's not just update and then that's them never watched again. So that's basically it. I've been watching quite a few digital copies and streaming sites as well. Like I've recently got Amazon Video, I've got Netflix, stuff like that. So I do have kind of like a list of movies that I watched through the streaming sites. So the very first movie we're talking about here is the Lego Movie. Now, one day my nephew came over and he, I put on a couple movies for him. So I put on the Lego Movie, and yeah, that was the first time I actually had seen it. And I enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a tad little too long. I thought it was kind of getting a little dragged out. But other than that, it was quite good. I liked, of course, the song, which I'd heard before, Everything is Awesome. And then, of course, you've got all the different characters. You've got Green Lantern in there, Superman, Batman, Morgan Freeman. Some really awesome characters that have been put into the film. It was such a creative film as well. I loved the whole cowboy setting. That was really cool. Some of the vehicles they had, and it was just really awesome. And seeing the wee guy's house at the very start, that was quite cool. I've actually not watched any of the other Lego movies, like the Batman ones and stuff. I think there's even a Green Lantern one, or the Lord of the Rings or anything. I haven't seen those. I've played some of the video games, the Star Wars ones I loved, and I haven't seen any of those actual feature films either. So it might be something I delve into. But yeah, so the Lego Movie was pretty good. Out of 5, I'd probably give it about a 3. Would I watch it again? I don't know, maybe if my nephew wanted to watch it again, I would watch it. But yes, that was the Lego Movie. Sorry. Then I watched Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, again with my nephew. Now this one, when it first came out, I was actually tempted to watch it, just because it was two shows that I kind of grew up with, merged together. It was okay. It was okay. It's kind of like a big long episode. Basically, the Shaggy and Scooby are, of course, really big WWE fans. They win tickets to go to WWE City, where WrestleMania is being hosted. And on their way there, they discover there's some type of ghost or monster or animal that's been attacking some people and threatening to, make them cancel WrestleMania. And it's about them trying to figure out who stole the WWE title and trying to catch the monster at the same time. Really, really good. You didn't get a lot of wrestlers in this, but you did get some. Like, you got The Miz, you got John Cena, you got Triple H, Sin Cara. I think, what's his name? The Italian one, Santino Marella, he was in it. So there were some, okay wrestlers in there. Kane was in it. I liked Kane. I think he was one of the better looking ones, because some of them, like The Miz, didn't really look like The Miz, but I think Triple H, they nailed him. I think he was he looked like he was in real life. But yeah, I mean, the movie's about an hour and a half. It was good. It was good. I did enjoy it. I don't think I'd watch it again though, but I did enjoy it, and it was something I finally actually watched. So out of 5, I'd probably give it, again, maybe even a 3. Well, actually, I would say a 2.5. It was good, but it wasn't anything special. Next movie I watched, this isn't in order, by the way. This is just from what I've remembered watching. And I streamed this off of Amazon, and then I picked it up on Blu-ray because I loved it so much. And that was Legend. Um, I love this movie. This was such a great movie. It came out last year, but I think it didn't come out till Blu-ray until this year. But I saw it was on Amazon Video for a limited time, so I thought I've been wanting to see that. I'll watch it. I loved it. I loved it, and I loved it so much. As soon as it was over, I was on Amazon ordering it. I couldn't wait to get this and watch it again. I haven't actually watched it again, but I've watched all the special features on it. Now the movie, if you don't know, the movie is about it's set in the 60s in England, more specifically London, and it's about the Cray twins, who were of course twins, brothers, who were gangsters back in those days. And I can't remember where they're originally from, but they weren't originally from London. And then I think one of the gangsters got, like, I don't know if he got killed or arrested, but then he kind of the twins kind of moved into London and made that basically their turf. And you just kind of see their way of life. You see them setting up business deals. You see, is it Reggie? I think there's Reggie gets a girlfriend. You see the other twin, kind of like the beefier one, is gay, and you see, different experiences he has with people that he encounters with him being gay. I think one of the main scenes actually is in the trailer. So that was a really unique thing to add to the movie. Of course, he was in real life, I believe, gay. So they stayed true as far as I'm aware, they stayed true to the story. Because it was cool in the special features, they actually had people who lived around and spoke to the Cray twins every day, and they were actually in the locations where they actually were in the 60s, and they were talking about the movie and their experiences with the real people. Um, so yeah, it's just about their life. It's kind of like a biography thing, but it's not, from start to life, of course, to the end. It's um, their prime, as you could say, moving to London and kind of being the main two gangsters, which was funny because they never considered themselves gangsters until kind of towards the end of the movie. And it was a really good movie, and I'd highly recommend checking it out, especially if you have Amazon Video. And get it with the lenticular because it's really awesome. But yeah, really good movie. I loved that one. Possibly my favourite film I've watched this year, so I give it a solid 10 out of 10, honestly. Next up, I watched We're the Millers, and I think I watched this before the Lego Movie. I watched this myself. I heard good things about it. This is when I just got the Amazon Video service, and I thought, you know what, I've heard good things, and it was only an hour and a half. With films that are only like an hour and a half, I usually try and watch them anyway. Because if I don't like them, it's not a big deal. It's not like 3 hours gone. And so, oh yeah, look, Man U's just scored. Anyway, so We're the Millers. Yeah, I heard it was a good comedy, so I thought, I'll watch it. And I can't remember the guy's name. It's quite bad, but he's from The Hangover. And I watched it. It was okay. It was an okay movie. He kind of owes money to a drug dealer, and well, basically he has to import drugs from he has to go to Mexico, get drugs, bring it back, and it's kind of just one of those. It's not kind of like a travel movie because they're in a caravan the whole time, and you just see all different things that happen on their way there and on their way back. It was a good movie. There was some laugh out moments in there. I'm not saying it was bad at all. Um, Again, a one-time watch for me. I don't think I would need to watch it again, but it was a decent watch. I can see why people really enjoyed it. Next one I watched was The Walking Dead, season 4. I'm really behind on Walking Dead, and of course it's coming out, I think October 27th. So I'm trying to catch up with it. I think I'm gonna start season 5 here tonight. Season 4, really good. I don't think as good as season 3. I really love season 3, but season 4 was really good. And alright guys, sorry for the cut there. So yeah, Walking Dead, it was still a pretty good season. I did really enjoy it, and I'm going to be going on to season 5 very soon. Next one I watched, again I own this one, was Lucy. This is one of my favorite films to just, slap on if it's late at night and I feel like watching something that's not too long, not too hard to watch. I'll slap this one on. I love this movie. Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman do a great job in this one. If you haven't seen it, the movie's about kind of like the evolution of humans and like our intelligence and how much our brain actually functions. Like it's only like 10% of our brain is fully used, and it talks about dolphins actually use 20%, and basically Lucy is the actual name of Johansson's part, and she has to deliver a package which contains a drug that I think they said pregnant women actually produce, but it's in small quantities. But it's in big packets, and she's basically forced to deliver it to her own home country for dealers to come and take it and to deal it. And of course they put the package inside of her so it doesn't get detected. And in the course of events, it actually leaks. The packet leaks into her bloodstream, and some things start happening, and her brain develops, and it goes from like 1% all the way up to like 100%. Really good movie, very scientific. It's got biology in there, like it's got like cheetah like hunting like an animal for meal. When she's delivering the package, and it's really good. I would strongly recommend checking it out. It's only an hour and a half, which I know people were complaining about, but it's better having an hour and a half movie than something that's far too long and you just get bored with. So yeah, really good movie. Highly recommend checking it out. So yeah, that was Lucy. Then I watched a great movie called Money Monster. Now, Jodie Foster directed this one, and it stars George Clooney. And this movie's about George Clooney is a presenter of a TV show called Money Monster, and it's basically a show where he tells people who's watching it, oh, go and buy stocks for this company, and you'll become rich, and you'll never have to work again. And then it turns out that the company that he promoted everyone to go buy stocks in, there was some type of glitch where the company actually lost 800 million, and so people that have put money in aren't going to get rich anytime soon. They're not even going to make a small profit. And then basically one day, just a normal day in the studio, they're about to go live, and this guy who put like 60 grand in to this company was fuming, and rightly so. But anyway, he stormed the studio and basically took over the studio. And the movie is kind of about him wanting answers, but kind of the side storyline is what really happens with the 800 million, and was it a glitch, or was it an accident, or did someone take it? And you're kind of the guy who's not happy, because you want to know what happened to the 800 million, and of course so does he. And it's a really good movie. It's tense. You never know what's going to happen. Some things happen suddenly. Really good movie, on your edge of your seat. The performances were all really good. So I would highly recommend checking it out. Came out this year, and it was a really good movie. And because I actually remember seeing a promotion for it on the Jonathan Ross show, because Jodie Foster and George Clooney appeared on it to promote the film, and they showed you like a little snippet of it, and that's kind of what piqued my interest. So yeah, really good movie. If you do want to get it, it is coming out on Blu-ray in steelbook form from HMV. I think it's like $19.99. I'm definitely going to be picking it up because it was really good. So yeah, Money Monster, I would give it a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. That was a really good movie. Then I watched Neighbours 2, Sorority Rising. Now, I actually don't own the Neighbour films yet on Blu-ray. I've only seen I seen the first one a few months ago, when it was first added to Netflix. I sat and watched it. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really funny. There were some good laugh out moments. And then when the second one came out, I was like, oh, that looks quite good. Chloe Grace Moretz was in it, who plays Hit Girl in the Kick-Ass movies. So I was immediately interested. I knew that the same people were coming back for it. So yeah, I watched it. Really, really loved it. More than the first one, I would say, actually. The first one, it's a sorority group full of boys. This time, it's basically a continuation from the first movie, and they are selling their house. They're moving because they're having another kid, so they're going to move into a bigger house, and they're in the midst of selling it. And then during all that, someone actually buys the house that was previously in the first film, and that's Chloe Grace Moretz and two other people. They kind of buy it as like as a group, and they're going to start their own sorority again. And basically, they're doing it for the parties, and that kind of brings in like bad news for the neighbors, because of course they're trying to sell their house, and if they're all going mental partying 24/7, no one's going to want to live there, and so they're kind of trying to sabotage the house. They're trying to get the sorority out. It's really funny. It's really funny. So that's basically the story. They're trying to get the sorority out of the house so that they can move on with their lives. Really, really funny. Zac Efron appears in it again, who I'm becoming a bigger fan of. Of course, his earlier days wasn't great, but he's been in some good movies recently. So he was really good, and it was good to see he was in it again. So yeah, Neighbours 2. I personally thought it was funnier. It was just a bit refreshing for me as well. Yeah, I just need to watch another comedy. So yeah, really recommend watching that one. It was really, really good. So yeah, that was Neighbours 2. Next I watched a film called Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And I think it was a YouTube ad actually I saw for this film. And Tina Fey stars in the film along with Martin Freeman. And it's a film about Tina Fey's character. She's the main kind of actress and part of the movie, and she is part of like the press and everything, and she is like a news reporter as well, and she gets offered a job to go and work in Afghanistan for 3 months, covering the war over in Afghanistan. And she thought, yeah, okay, because she kind of knew that the Iraq war was what is really happening. Like Afghanistan wasn't much happening. So she goes over there for the 3 months, and she's going out with some of the platoons and squads and everything like that. She's capturing footage, and she's living like a soldier basically. And eventually she just starts to stay in Afghanistan for a few years. And that's kind of what the main story is, her over there doing some press work, and the movie's a comedy, but it was kind of strange because, I mean, most of the movie was a comedy. There's some quite good, funny moments in there. But for me, I don't know if this was like me talking crap or if it was generally a thing. But I would say like the last half hour of the movie, possibly even 40 minutes, there was like no jokes, and it was like just a straight up serious drama because of a certain thing that happens involving Martin Freeman's character. So I was kind of like, is this a comedy now, or is this just a straight up drama? But I kind of like that. Thinking about it now, after watching it a few nights ago, I kind of enjoy that. I've not seen a comedy, I don't think ever, that is kind of went from a comedy to something very serious and kind of ends serious. But I quite enjoyed it about the film. I thought that's something that made it unique. So I liked that. At first, I wasn't too keen on it, but thinking of it now, I actually kind of enjoy that idea. So it's a really good movie. Check it out. Martin Freeman's character. Now, I like Martin Freeman, but his character in this movie was such a dick. Like, wow. Like, anyone he spoke to that involved Tina Fey's character, he was just straight up, aggressive towards them. And yeah, he has quite a good Scottish accent, though. you know, because he's a Scots in the movie. But yeah, he had a great job, you know, as well. So yeah, that was Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Definitely give it a watch if you want a comedy. Don't go into it thinking it's like a war movie because it's not really. Um, so yeah, really good movie. Out of 10, I would probably give it about a 7. So yeah, that was really good movie. Then I watched Grimsby. Now I think there's two titles for this. There's My Brother Grimsby, and then there's just Grimsby. And it's a British film, and it's I can't remember. I'm being honest, I don't know the actors' names, but basically they're brothers. There's two brothers, and one of them left at a very early age, and the older brothers try to find him for so many years. And basically, the older brother ended up joining MI6 and is like a top agent spy. And basically, he goes on a mission, and basically, his older brother finds him. And because of how the mission went wrong, the whole world's basically trying to find them and basically kill them. They're not really wanting them alive; they want to just kill them. And basically, you know, the two brothers basically set out to find the assassin, because in the mission, he was meant to kill or protect, but then this assassin managed to kill a very important person, but they thought it was him. So basically, they're on the run and they're trying to find the real assassin. Really good movie. It goes all over the world. They go to Chile, they go to Africa, they're in England. Really good movie, really funny, quite disgusting at some points. I'm not going to say what it involves, but if you've seen the movie, the elephant scene. I know it sounds dodgy just saying that, but the elephant scene was very strange. Was not expecting it. But yeah, it was a great movie. You know, the typical kind of English, Scottish, you know, banter where there's like the fat chicks and you know, there's like 10 kids living in the same house and you know, they're big England supporters. Nothing against the English because you know some of my family are English, but it was a really funny movie, you know, and yeah, I would watch it again basically. Really good. The action sequences were really good. There was kind of like weird. It was like a first person angle when he was fighting some people a few times during the movie. Like they had like a camera and it was kind of like a video game where you were a first person shooter. So yeah, it wasn't just a straight up just normal action film. There were some cool shots in there. So yeah, really recommend Grimsby. Yeah, really good, funny movie. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10 for that one. Alright guys, so that is all the movies I've watched in maybe the past month, plus the TV season of Walking Dead. I really hope you enjoyed this. Now, I don't know if you'll notice any quality difference. I'm using my iPhone, but I'm using like the back of the camera, because usually I use the front camera, so I could see what I was shooting, but I recently got a tripod, so I can now do it with the back camera, and I know it's a bit better. So I'm using that. So of course it's going to be 60 FPS. So make sure for now on, you know, you click the 720p button or even 1080p button. But yeah, so the quality is going to be better, hopefully. I am starting to do color correction as well, because I notice sometimes my backgrounds is kind of wishy-washy, so I am going to start doing the color correcting. I've actually edited a video with the color correcting and it looks quite good, so yeah, hopefully it'll look better. So yeah, that's mostly the updates. So yeah, I do have a Blu-ray update coming. I just need to edit it, and that should be up in the next few days. So yeah, so look out for that. I know I've been off for a while, but I've explained it in the update. So yeah, so until the next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.